synth engine, which is the same kind of technology. It's a lossless compression, very guarded, secret thing that we do to take a bunch of sample data and make it smaller, about 4 times smaller. So 4 gigs becomes 1 gig, right? So with a motif, each one we would take the original motif and we doubled the wave run with the ES. Then we double the wave run with the XS, and then we double the wave run with the XF. Okay, now Montage, it's exponential. It's 9 times more wave run. So there's new pianos, new strings, lots of new stuff in here. And the pianos alone are worth buying it. I would buy it just for the piano, because the piano is just killing. So that's one of the engines. 128 voice stereo polyphony, not mono polyphony. So it's double the polyphony on that engine. Okay, on the other side is an 8-operator FM engine that has multiple waveform types, that has filters applied to FM now, so you get this really cool pure synth engine as well. Okay, and in the middle of these 2 engines is this really cool control interface called motion control. Motion control, we have this thing called a super knob. And what this cool illuminated super knob does is it controls up to 8 different parameters that you can assign to a multiple. All sorts of things you can do with it. You can do simple things like just blend sounds together, or you can have one sound fade out while another sound fades in. So you can kind of do this kind of thing. That's just 2 parameters. But what if you wanted to do like 8 things at once? Cut off figures here, fade in this way, fade out this way, add some effect parameter, increase the delay line with this one. Just do a whole bunch of stuff in real time, and that's what motion control can do. You can do it with about 8 operators. You can see in this one right here, you can see it moving here because I have it MIDI together. But right here, these are all moving at different directions and rates. So I can do a whole bunch of different morphy kind of cool things with it. So what can you do with it? So that's the motion control engine that kind of unites the 2. So the first thing I'll play is just sort of my proof of concept that the fidelity of the thing is going to blow your mind. So this is a song called Turn It On, and it's like sitting in a theater when you do the, remember, they don't do the THX thing anymore. Remember when they go, the audience is listening and have that huge sound that was all in surround and stuff? Well, this is sort of like, you know. So just a simple sound here. Oh, I want to get, sorry, I was at the bottom. Okay, right, it's this sound. Fidelity of that engine, and that's just such a great, like, what? I can't wait when we have clinics, when I do this in a clinic in front of people, because I've done it already for different people before it was released, and every time we do it, I watch one guy sit there and listen to it, like, you know, because you hear this, it's kind of boring, then you do this whole, I watch it go like, it's just such a cool, like, sound. So there's one thing. So CFX. Now NAMM is not the best place to evaluate this piano, because the one thing about this CFX is that it has such a amazing soft layer. When you play super soft, one of the things I like to do at the end of the show is I'll go back over there, because over there is the real CFX 9-foot concert grand, and then right over there I think probably is also a Bosendorfer Imperial 290. So I have 2 of the world's finest pianos, and our techs are in there every morning making it perfect. So they're regulated, they're tuned, so that you're not going to play a better piano than that one over there right now. And the one thing I love about the CFX that's so astonishing to me is that when you play super soft on the CFX, it's got this beautiful soft layer that really just sounds beautiful. And this really is the first instrument I've ever felt that we've had that captures that. But it also, it's so hard to evaluate pianos in this loud environment, but man, when you really listen to it, it's, and the other thing is that the decay on the piano, if you're doing something where you really want a long decay, the Motif XF takes about 20 seconds and it's gone. A real piano goes long. Well, this is like a minute. The samples are really long and they really decay nicely. The other thing this one just blends an FM piano so I can, you know,